Most women that live in a city have had that feeling when the hairs in the back of your neck stand up and you're walking home alone at night. I used to live a block west of here. A woman was out feeding her meter. She was actually at a bar close by. She went out to feed her meter when she was grabbed from behind, dragged into this alley, beaten, and brutally assaulted. Reading the news story of that the next day is what inspired Roar for Good. My name is Yasmine Mustafa, and I'm the CEO of Roar for Good. What we're developing is fashionable safety jewelry that when you're in trouble, you can use it to try to get help and deter an attack. Women have pepper spray and tasers and knives, and what I found out is that a lot of women don't like existing self-defense tools, that they think they're way too aggressive, way too combative. So that's when we found out we can't make anything that can harm the user. Athena is our first line of safety jewelry. It can be worn as a necklace, it can be clipped on to different parts of your body, and if you're in a situation where you need help, you press and hold the button for 3 seconds, and it will immediately sound a loud alarm to try to use the element of surprise to deter an attack. And then it will message friends and family with your location, and they can see you as you're moving. And right now we're working on a way for it to call 911 as well. We went through more than half a dozen prototypes, and every single step of the way, we would ask for feedback from our community. And I was really surprised how many people didn't want the alarm. We learned that 80% of attacks are actually from someone you know. So now there's 2 modes to Athena. There's alarm mode and the silent mode. It's the very same thing, except no alarm. I would highly encourage that entrepreneurs always go directly to the target market and seek opposing viewpoints to figure out if what you're doing is really the right way to tackle it. Like, I am the user for this, and I never would have guessed about the silent mode. We don't want to just build a product. We really want to make a difference. This is exactly why we take a percentage of the proceeds from that jewelry and invest it in educational programs solely focused on teaching youth about empathy and consent and healthy relationships, which have been proven to reduce violence. We had a lot of criticisms from feminists early on that only read about the product and say, you're perpetuating rape culture by building this product and selling it to women. Another anti-rape device, conveniently ignoring all the actual facts about rape. Rather than businesses profiting from fear of sexual assault, we need to talk about why the burden is still on women to ensure they don't get raped. I consider myself a feminist, so it can be frustrating sometimes when you know that if they had the whole story, that their opinion would be different. What surprised me, and maybe shouldn't have surprised me, is how many friends knew what we were doing and then chose that opportunity to speak up. There was this one friend in particular where I just never would have guessed. And when she told me about her assaults, she's had a few, it was just, it was very shocking. And she said, I wish I would have had this when I was attacked. Every time I get a prototype and hold it in my hand, I look down and I think, you were just an idea, now you're like a real thing. At the same time, we measure success by one day not even needing these devices. I would love for us to go out of business because we don't need devices like this one day. My name is Yasmine, and I am Moral Courage.
My presence as a lesbian woman who's a religious leader is controversial to many people. Not everybody is going to accept that I'm meant to do ministry, and I'm still going to do it.